Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 131, Elements of College Mathematics, Section 4.1, Problem 7. This is problem number 7 from Section 4.1. It says, write the value of each variable for the simplex tableau shown below. And there's a simplex tableau with the following columns. There's x1, x2, x3, s1, s2, z, and RHS for right-hand side. And then there are 3 rows in this simplex tableau. The top row is 1, 0, 4, 5, 1, 0, 8. The second row is 3, 1, 1, 2, 0, 0 again, and 4. And the bottom row is negative 2, 0, 2, 3, 0, 1, and 28. So to see the value of each variable, what you want to do is look for special columns in the matrix of all zeros and a single 1. Now, first I look at the x1 column, and in the x1 column I see 1, 3, and negative 2. That is not a special column of all zeros and a single 1. So the value of x1 is 0. The next variable over is x2. In the x2 column, I do see the special column of all zeros and a single 1. So x2 has a value. Now, to find the value, look at the height of the 1 in that special column. So 0, 1, 0. The 1 has a height in the middle position. So you go to the last column, the RHS column, which is 8, 4, 28. And the same height as the 1 in the x2 column is a 4. That's the value of x2. x2 equals 4, because it has a special column of all zeros and a single 1. The height of the 1 has a 4 at the same height in the far right column. That's why it's a 4. x3 does not have a special column. The values of the x3 column are 4, 1, 2. That's not all zeros and a single 1. So the value of x3 is 0. And that's usually all they look for. You can state the value of the slack variables if you like, but you don't have to, but just as good practice. The next column is S1. The S1 column is 5, 2, 3. That's not a special column of all zeros and a single 1, so the value of S1 is 0. The next column is S2. It does have a special column of all zeros and a single 1. The S2 column is 1, 0, 0. So it has a value. The height of the 1 is the top position. So if I go to the RHS column and look in the top position, the same height as the 1 in the special column, I see an 8. So S2 is equal to 8. Again, because it has a special column of all zeros and a single 1, and the height of the 1, you have an 8 in the right-hand column. That's why S2 is 8. And the last variable is z. It does have a special column of all zeros and a single 1, so it's going to have a value. So the z, the column for z, has 0, 0, 1. There's a 1 in the bottom position. So if I look in the right-hand side column in the bottom position, I have a 28. So the value of z is 28. And that's all the value of all the variables.